Okay, we're back. I'll give you all a few minutes to get here. We are live. This is Happy Half Hour from my kitchen, Carol Ann from the Merrick Library. And I have my Dr. Pepper in my little bunny glass. I hope you all can see that. That's all there. And I just wanted to say, if you're joining me now, it's 5 o'clock. Welcome to Happy Half Hour. And I hope you guys are doing okay. Hope everybody's good. I hope you're feeling well. You're staying home. You're staying safe. That you're staying healthy. I see some of you are starting to join now, which is great. I'm glad to see you. Give some people a few more minutes. Make sure you pour your Dr. Pepper. I have mine in my Easter glass, and I am good to go. So we have that going for us. I'm going to give a few more minutes for people to come in. I hope you guys had a good day. I don't even know what day it is. I think it's Friday. So we'll go with Friday. And there's a couple of really exciting things I want to tell you guys about that Merrick Library did this week. So wait for more of you to get here. If you don't know, I am Carol Ann Tack. I am a Reader's Services Librarian at Merrick Library. And this is the Happy Half Hour Friday night. So, got my Dr. Pepper, and we are good to go. So the first thing I want to show you is, before I even get to that, I just want to say welcome all of you for coming. I know that it's Good Friday. Thank you for being here anyway. I figured it's only a half an hour. We can still do our thing together. I hope you guys were staying safe and staying healthy, and that you stayed home and took care of yourselves and took care of each other this week. Thank you to our patrons. You guys are awesome. You were so supportive this week. We had an amazing, amazing week. Lots of programming that you could watch on the Facebook page, on Instagram. We had all kinds of entertainment for everybody this week. We really covered a lot of bases. We had a Travel Tuesday. I don't know if you got to see that. We had James was singing for us, James from Merrick. So we had a lot of activity this week. If you missed any of it, just go right back to the Facebook page, sort of scroll down, and you can find all the really amazing things that we did this week. Story times and videos and book recommendations, all kinds of really amazing things like that for our Merrick patrons, because we love you guys. And that's where we are. So the first thing I do want to show you is something amazing that happened this week. We have a 3D printer. A lot of you guys know that we have a 3D printer at Merrick Library. And, oh, somebody just, here you go. I've got my Dr. Pepper. Okay, and I've got my Easter Bunny glass. So we're good to go for that. Okay, the first thing I wanted to mention, something really important that our 3D printer did this week, and we had a big staff of people working on this. And Laura Curran gave us a shout out. Public libraries across Nassau heard the call to action and stepped up. They're using 3D printers to make face shields for our hospitals and our first responders. That is the Merrick Library 3D printer. And those are the face shields that I was going to say we made, but it was actually Josh, the user experience librarian, made these. And they came out amazing. And Laura Curran gave a big shout out, and a bunch of libraries all over Nassau and Suffolk County took part in this, and this is what Merrick did. And Josh, again, he's our user experience librarian. He delivered today 15 of these face shields for the Nassau University Medical Center, and then 19 of them went to the Nassau County Office of Emergency Management. I mean, that's pretty amazing. So that's this side. That's the Merrick Library 3D printer, and these are the things that Josh made. So that's amazing, and we're thrilled that we were able to contribute something. I'll get the hang of this. So that's what it looks like. It was really exciting to be a part of this, and watching Josh do all of that and make this happen was really just terrific. Okay, it's great. Thank you, Josh. Looks great. Next, fun things. We have a little competition going on. I remember telling you this last week. It's between the Merrick Library and the Belmore Library. Who's going to read the most books through April 30th? So right now, you can participate. We will put a link. It's on the Facebook page. It's also on Instagram. I think it's also on Twitter to access the little form that you fill out. The entry form in every book you read is worth 1 point. So you're definitely going to want to do that. And I don't know where we are right now, but I would like us to win. So let's hope we win. So that's it. April 1st through April 30th. You can read anything you want. It's open to everybody, adults, teens, children's, anybody. Just read your books. And then actually, if you pose your book and then you hashtag it Belmore Merrick Book Battle, it's an extra point. So if you do that and you hashtag it, we get an extra point. So I think that's something you might have fun doing. So yeah, that's good. Wait, I'm grabbing some Dr. Pepper. Now, those of you who were here last week, remember I had a special guest on the show, and he's back. And he's a friend of Joe Exotics, so he's back with us today. Hi, Lori. Hi, Denise. Hi, Lori Schuster. How are you? This is our little friend today. I'm going to go put him down so he gets some rest. Okay. The first thing I wanted to let you know is, I don't know if anybody knows this. Today, we're going to be talking about, again, Hoopla, but from today, we're going to talk about all the different movies and the television shows that are out there. But did you know that there is Merrick TV? There is a Merrick Library television station. It's a YouTube channel. So if you're missing this video or any of the other videos, any of the other story times, anything else that we do live or we record, you can go to the YouTube channel and you won't miss anything. Well, that came out pretty good, right? Not bad. I'm running out of toner, but that's okay. Hi, Jim. We're running out of toner, but hey, that's okay. It still looks pretty good. So yes, this is our Merrick Library YouTube channel. I would definitely suggest checking that out. One of the great things on that channel, and we're going to get to movies and all of that also, is something that is called Billy's Boredom Busters. So Billy is an amazing artist. We love him at the library. He's just an incredible guy, and he does the most creative, artistic things that I've ever seen. I can't do any of the things that he does, and I will usually, if I need to draw a stick figure, ask him to just do that for me because I'm not good with stick figures. This video that he did today is about coloring Easter eggs. But I color Easter eggs and I throw in a little cup with some vinegar and one of those little tabs, and I wait for it to turn pink or blue, or that's the extent of my Easter egg coloring. Sometimes I get a little creative. It doesn't look that good. Billy did some Batman egg art, and you can find that on the YouTube channel. But this is kind of what it looks like. Actually, this is what it looks like. So this is the egg here. That's Batman, and I believe that's Harley Quinn. So I'm going to go with that. Cheers. Salute, Angela. Dr. Pepper. Okay, so go to the YouTube channel and find these Billy's Boredom Busters. I could probably say that on any night but a Friday. He does this thing with Animal Crossing. It's a virtual Animal Crossing museum. Honestly, to deal what that means. But if you have a loved one, an older child, somebody in your house that plays this game, that's what he does on the YouTube channel. So go check it out. I don't know what it means. I'm afraid to start playing it because I'm afraid no one will see me again. So Animal Crossing, Billy's Boredom Busters. So check that out. Where is it? On our YouTube channel. Really good. All right. I'm going to move right along. Hoopla. Any comments you have? Any things you're reading? Any things you're watching? Put it in the comments section. Just write it to me. I'll give you a shout out and we'll talk about what you guys are reading or watching. I know we talked a little bit about Joe Exotic last week and Ozark, which is mind-blowingly good. So if you think, oh, I can't start Ozark right now, it's just too many seasons, you have the time now to sit down and watch that show. It's amazing. Laura Linney, Jason Bateman, the whole cast, amazing. So let's move on to Hoopla. There it is. One of the things that Hoopla is doing, because everybody's home and they have this no waiting list policy, is they've just released the brand new Julia Alvarez book called Afterlife. Anybody who knows Julia Alvarez knows that she is the author of How the Garcia Girls Lost Their Accent. She also wrote In the Time of the Butterflies, and that brings me right to today's Amy's pick, reader services librarian. Amy came up with her choice, which is How the Garcia Girls Lost Their Accents. I don't know if you could see that. I still can't master this. I guess I should do this more than once a week. So Julia Alvarez, I think this was her first novel, this How the Garcia Girls Lost Their Accents. And it's about the four sisters growing up in between two different cultures. So the Dominican Republic and then growing up in New York and the United States. And now this just came out. This is brand new. There is no waiting list for this. I just started reading it. She's amazing. I mean, Julia Alvarez just, it's completely immersive, hits it out of the park, beautiful writing, lyrical writing, smart, interesting, riveting stuff. So I would definitely suggest picking up both of these. Both of them are on Hoopla, and there's a lot of other works by Julia Alvarez that you're definitely going to want to look at. And like I said, you don't have to wait. That's the beauty of Hoopla. You can go in and get it instantly, which is great. The other thing that Amy recommended as an audiobook is a book called The Kiss Quotient. And I can't imagine what that's like to listen to it. So you'll have to tell me what you think, because it's a great book. A little bit PG-13, I'll say, maybe a little R-rated, but I can't imagine what it sounds like to listen to. So you can tell me, and if we do this next week, you can let me know what you think. Hoopla, as I said, has a lot of older TV shows. Some of them are newer, some of them are older. And one of the things Amy recommended was The Great British Baking Show. I used to watch it on PBS, not as often, but now you can watch the whole season right there. Again, no wait, ready to go, just like that. So our next reviewer, our next staff pick is Lori, my executive producer. Hi, Lori. Hi, one of these days I'll see your face in person instead of over Zoom. Okay, she recommends these two really great shows. I'll do it this way. The first one is season 1 of Hot in Cleveland, and that's, everybody knows Betty White, Valerie Bertinelli, just a great show, easy to watch. You can just sort of sit there and enjoy yourself and relax and have a lot of laughs when you watch it. The other movie is actually a motion picture called Into the Woods, and that's based off the Tony Award-winning show, which I did not see on Broadway, but when I saw the movie, it was very good. What's next? Okay, now we're going to go a little dark. So come with me. We're going to go a little dark. Reader Services librarian Shannon brings us two wonderful, little dark, but wonderful, really, really good movies. One, this is Ex Machina, and this is about a young scientist who participates in this breakthrough experiment with artificial intelligence. It's a heart stopper. It is really good. I don't think you need to be a science fiction person to really get it or understand it. It's basically all about human nature and the choices that we make. So I would check that out. And then she recommends a book called a movie called The Vicious Kind, starring Brittany Snow and Adam Scott. I love Adam Scott. I don't know anything about this movie. It looks amazing. It was nominated for 2 Spirit Awards. So if Shannon and I have a similar sensibility, she says it's good, I'm going to check it out. And again, you don't have to wait for it. So those are Shannon's two picks. Now we'll go back to some lighter fare, not so dark. And this is from Reader Services librarian Christine. She recommends two movies that I loved, belly laughed, Overboard and Are We There Yet? Now, everybody has seen Overboard. And honestly, if you're looking for something and you just don't know what you want to watch, I think it's Overboard. I think I love that movie. I think Jill maybe even liked that movie. I think there's a bunch of us that have absolutely loved that movie. It's very, very funny. Goldie Hawn plays this rich, wealthy, obnoxious woman, and she hires a carpenter to do some work on her yacht. The carpenter is Kurt Russell. So all kinds of shenanigans ensue because she gets amnesia, but I'm not going to say anything else after that. It's great. Check it out. It's very funny. It'll totally distract you for however long it is. I'm not sure how long it is. Oh, let's see. Hold on. An hour and 52 minutes. Easy. Not a big commitment. And then the other one that Christine recommends is Are We There Yet? And that's Ice Cube, Nia Long, and Tracy Morgan. And it's just funny. It's a road comedy, and it's great. So you'll want to check that out. Tell me what you guys are watching, and I will give you guys a shout out. And what do we have here? Oh, these are my picks. So when I tootle around in Hoopla, here we go. Hey, Diane, I see you. Now all my comments. I guess my screen was frozen. Hi, Billy. Yes, so Diane from Merrick and Oakdale, and I think parts of Florida, recommends The Two Popes, and she said she loved it. So I'm anxious to see that. It's timely. Mary Jean. Hi, Mary Jean. She says she's watching Keeping Faith now, but she just finished the Doc Martin final season. I bet that's supposed to be amazing. Hello, Ellen. And let's see. Rosalie. Hi, Rosalie. You just finished James Patterson's Blind Side. I hear it's amazing. I haven't read it yet, but on your recommendation, I'm going for it. And my friend Janet said she loved the Kiss Quotient. I love the Kiss Quotient. And if you haven't read it, I cannot imagine what it's like to listen to it. So, like I said, it may be a little PG-13 for some of you. And what else do I have here? Keeping Faith is amazing. Great scenery. It takes place in Wales. Who doesn't want to do that? And a lot of people love Overboard. Denise and Belmore. Hi, Denise. Look, Denise. Wait, everybody take a moment. Get your Dr. Pepper. All right. Oh, I see Debbie. Hi, Debbie. Cheers. Good Friday. Okay, so when we were doing, when I was looking at Hoopla to find all kinds of really interesting TV shows, I found a TV show that I actually watched the entire first season of. And it's called William Shatner's Brown Bag Wine Tasting. It is so funny. It's more of a Merrick Library After Dark kind of show, maybe. It's the only other way I could put it. Season 1 features Alton Brown and a bunch of other chefs and all kinds of interesting people of note. So you would want to check that out. And what the premise is that he sits down and interviews somebody for about 20 minutes to a half an hour, and they're drinking wine in a paper bag, but they don't know what's inside the paper bag. They don't know what kind of wine it is. They just sit there and drink this bottle of wine. I think that's very funny. Of course, I would think that's very funny. And season 2, both 2 seasons are on. Season 2 features Brandy Glanville, which I think she's one of the housewives, but I'm not exactly sure. Hi, Ellen. How are you? Nice to see you, Ellen. I see you. Okay, so if you get a chance, this is very fun, and it's not a big commitment. And you can see he looks very jocular in this picture. Look at that William Shatner looking pretty happy. And then, of course, everybody who knows me knows, I can't go by without mentioning a science fiction, Color Out of Space, and that stars Nicolas Cage. It's based off an H.P. Lovecraft short story. Everybody who knows me knows I love Lovecraft. And who else is in this? Jolie Richardson, Tommy Chong, Julian Hillard, Nicolas Cage. And so a meteorite lands in somebody's backyard, and that's where we go from there. So, yes, Unorthodox, we talked about that last week. I haven't seen it yet, but I will tell you, my dad watched it based on the recommendations you guys gave me last week, and he watched it and he really liked it. So that's saying a good little bit there. He has some very astute tastes. So, yes, Unorthodox, which is, I think, Netflix, I think it's one season series. Yes, thank you, Diane. The other thing, Patrick Melrose, Benedict Cumberbatch, that man can do no wrong in my eyes. He is amazing. He plays all kinds of characters. He played Smaug in Lord of the Rings, and now he plays Patrick Melrose, which is based off the Patrick Melrose books, which I loved, loved, loved. That's a nice long series. You know what? I don't know if that's on Hoopla. I don't know. But if you can get a chance to check them out, I mean, they are just startlingly written. They're so well written. Tough stuff, but boy, is it good. So that's Patrick Melrose. There is a lot of swearing in that one, I will tell you right now. So you've been warned. And then because everyone thinks I never read anything that or watch anything that isn't scary or mean or sci-fi, or I'm always reading like dark and watching dark things. 13 going on 30. This movie, I belly laughed at this movie every single time. There's a scene in this movie where she drinks a pina colada. You'll know what it is if you know the movie. You'll be on the floor laughing. It's very funny. It's Jennifer Gardner, Mark Ruffalo, Judy Greer, and Andy Serkis. It's just great. If you have never seen this, you have to. Okay, so that takes care of that. Now, Brandy Glanville is a housewife. Thank you. My executive producer tells me. I don't know what show. Maybe Beverly Hills. I don't know. I know she's not a New York housewife. So now we're going to switch gears and we're going to go to Reader Services librarian Jill. And Jill has some amazing top titles here, and I'm here for them. First one she recommends, Memento. This is the director of this, Christopher Nolan. Now, a lot of people know Christopher Nolan. He does all kinds of science fiction-y type things, mind benders, psychological thrillers. If you have not seen Memento, you need to stop what you're doing after we're done. Stop what you're doing and go watch this movie. There is no wait, and you can start watching it immediately, and it will change the way you see things, that's for sure. So it's one of my favorites. And oh, Rosalie, you like 13 going on 30. Isn't that great? What a funny movie. Great. And Guy Pearce, that's who that is. Guy Pearce. He's just one of those British actors that does everything amazingly well. So I don't know if you could see it. A man juggles searching for his wife's murderer and keeping his short-term memory loss from being an obstacle. I'm telling you, it is more of a thriller. It's just great. Okay, I don't need to say anymore. I can't sell it anymore. It's free. You can start watching it right away. And then so one of the things that Hoopla does is, and aside from having movies and television shows, they have an incredible selection of nonfiction, historical things that you will not want to miss. And one of them is D-Day, The Untold Stories. And this commemorates the 75th anniversary of D-Day. It's a 2-hour special, and it has key events of the Allied invasion in Europe and the subsequent battles that captured the control of the Normandy coast. Actually, Jill gave this to me during the week, and I started watching it because on Hoopla, you can start watching it at any time. There's no wait. So, oh, Rosalie wants to know what's Hoopla. Hoopla, right there. Sorry, the rest of you have to come with me. Go to the Merrick Library website. Look for this. Put in your library card, and you can start reading, watching, and listening immediately. There is no wait. Rosalie, you have my email, so if you can't find or you have any trouble, definitely find me. All of the collection that we're talking about today, all of that's on Hoopla. So back to D-Day. Don't miss this. It's I want to say it's like 2 hours. It's about 2.5 hours. Just terrific. The way they put this whole piece together, startlingly good. Then Jill also recommends this documentary about the Appalachian Trail. I spend a lot of time in Maine over the summer, and there are certain parts of the trail that go past where we visit. And it talks about the splendor and how beautiful it is and the different vistas and all the different tracks that they have. There's different corners of the world of this journey. And I think I'm not sure, 5 million? 5 million step journey. Well, I guess you'll have to double that for me because I don't know that I would make it. Mary Jean says she has her Roku and she got Hoopla on her TV. Excellent. That's great. That's another good way to do it. You can watch it on the big screen. And a lot of these movies are either HD or if they're older, they're not. But you still get the advantage of that. And then we've got Bill. He is also a librarian in Reader Services. And what he wanted to do was go back and look at some of the classics. So some of the classic films, there are hundreds of, I'm not even exaggerating, about hundreds of classic films on Hoopla. So he recommended The Road to Bali and Charade. One is from 1963. I don't know The Road to Bali. That's Bob Hope and Crosby, Dorothy Lamour. And I don't know how old Road to Bali is or what year that came out. But Charade with Cary Grant and Audrey Hepburn came out in 1963. So there are a whole bunch of classic films that you can watch. So definitely when you go into Hoopla and you sort of do your scrolling down, it'll give you categories. And then by category, you can, hold on. Hi, Donna. By category in Hoopla, you can search for anything you want. World War II, historical fiction, nonfiction, classics, all of those things are there for you to search. One of the books that we read, hi Susan, I see you. Oh, Evelyn, you never late. Happy hour still going on. Don't you even worry about it. Let's see who else is here. Love The Road to Bali. That's my pal Donna. Oh, what was one of your mom's favorite movies? We used to watch them all the time. I want to say it was either the 4:30 movie or the Saturdays, some movie, maybe the $1 Million movie. I don't know. But yeah, we always watched all of them. They were really funny and kind of like the Abbott and Costello kinds of things. So what else can I tell you? Somebody mentioned earlier in here, let me just see, where was it? One of the books that we read that was going to be sponsored by the Friends of the Merrick Library was a book called The Most Fun We Ever Had by Claire Lombardo. And I think you have to wait for that on Overdrive. But if you can get on the list for that, you absolutely must, because it's a must read. And I'm working with her to try to get her onto a Zoom book discussion with all of us. So I'm going to work on that and see how we do. And in case you think I only have one Easter glass, I have two. I have two Easter glasses. So 4:00 movie after General Hospital. That's what my executive producer is saying, that's when a lot of those movies used to come on. The 4:00 movie, gosh, remember that? Or was it the 4:30 movie? I don't remember. The good thing about Hoopla, again, is, oh, wait, somebody else wants to come in here and say hello. There it is. Have you watched Tiger King yet? I don't know. I couldn't stop looking at it. And from what I gather, there is a new episode that has been filmed. So we'll see how we do with all of that. For those of you who maybe came in late, Just remember, if you're a Belmore or a Merrick patron, there is a little competition who will read the most books. So you can find all of the information on the Facebook page, and I believe it's on the Instagram page. We also have a YouTube channel. Someone said, though, they couldn't find it when they went to YouTube. So I'm not sure. Let me see if I can find who that was. I just popped into YouTube after typing Merrick Library. I didn't see anything recent there. There are a few things. We just started adding a bunch of new things. I want to say maybe within the last week or two, we've added about 7 or 8, maybe 6 or 7 things that are there. New episode this Sunday. New episode this Sunday of Tiger King. Is that true, Billy? That's what Billy is saying. Really? On Netflix? Huh. Well, I guess after I have my Easter meal, I'll be watching Tiger King. So yeah, there's the Merrick Library YouTube page. This is the little book competition. And then for those of you who may have come in late, don't miss, these are the kinds of things that you'll see on the YouTube page, which is Billy's Boredom Busters. Decorating Easter eggs, figuring out how to do these worlds in Animal Crossing. I don't know what Animal Crossing is. I can see the picture. I don't know what it does. I'm sure it would be very fun for me. Yep, April 12th, they just announced it. Okay, well, thank you, Billy. On April 12th, which is this Sunday. Yes, Lori, Billy would know. He's the guy who texts me and says, don't forget to videotape or DVR this because this is coming on. If you are just joining us and you came a little late, I just wanted to show you some of this is something that the Merrick Library contributed, making face shields with the 3D printer. That's the Merrick Library 3D printer, and those are the face shields that were made. And Josh, who is our user experience librarian, he dropped off 15 face shields today at the Nassau University Medical Center, and 19 went to the Nassau County Office of Emergency Management. So it really feels good to contribute in that kind of positive way. So I think if you guys have anything else, please let me know. Let me just see if I got everybody here. Donna, I love seeing you, Donna. Susan, hi, Ellen. Yep, Ellen and Susan are both here. I see Evelyn and Rosalie, Mary Jean, Jill, executive producer Lori, Diane S., who comes to us from Oakdale. Happy to see her here. I got your message. Cheers. Oh, Janet from parts west of us. Who else is here? Daphne is here. Hi, Daphne. And Billy, of course. Ellen, did I miss you? Well, there you. Oh, I like your drink. I like your little. Those are good emojis. Very nice. Angela. Who else? Denise. Oh, I see 2 new comments down there. On YouTube, it came up as Merrick Library, New York. Okay, so that's probably, try searching it that way and see if you can find it that way. Susan, happy holidays to all of you. And, oh, one of our viewers is still in Florida. Hang up. So these 2 glasses, because you can't just have one, I've got 2, and the same person gave me both. So I consider myself twice as lucky. What did I want to just mention? Because this book is brand new and it will be on the bestseller list, and you will be hard pressed to find it, but Hoopla made it available, and it is Afterlife by Julia Alvarez. I just started reading it, and boy, is it good. And then if you want, you go back and look How the Garcia Girls Lost Their Accents. This book was actually the recipient of a Long Island Reads Award. So you will definitely want to go back and read that. You probably missed it. Maybe you don't remember that you read it. That would be me. But also, this Afterlife, this is going to be on the New York Times bestseller list within the next week or two. So you get it now, and there's no waiting. And it's really a good book discussion book, too. Almost all of her books are. I don't think I've read one that isn't. So I would definitely recommend that. Afterlife. And then if you're really bored and you just need a silly laugh, I'm suggesting that you watch that Brown Bag Wine Tasting with William Shatner. It's great. It's very funny. It's a little silly, and it's not the best produced, but it certainly looks nice. Okay, if there's nothing else, should we read the Butterflies book first? Yes, you can read any one you want, but I think within the next few weeks, we will be doing a book discussion of In the Time of the Butterflies. And so we'll see, because we missed that because we were all set to have it, and then everything else happened. So we definitely want to revisit that soon, because that was such a good book, and there's a lot of incredible history in there. So yes, read that book. It doesn't matter which one you read first. They're not related in any way. Butterflies is different from Afterlife, which kind of writes about the same type of things, that immigrant experience, which is she does so beautifully. So with that, we're 6 minutes over. Sorry. I hope you guys had remember Top Shelf, the podcast. If you're completely bored and you want to listen to that, you can. I have a new episode that's going to launch next week, so I'm excited about that. And for that episode, I interviewed Liz Moore. She wrote a book called Long Bright River. Book club people will remember her as the author of Heft. Arthur Opp, the big heavy-set guy, and Brooklyn, takes place in Brooklyn, and one of my favorite books of all time. I mean, it's just such a great book. I loved it so much. And so I will have Liz Moore. And then also if you look at the library, I don't want to forget, Long Island Reads, go to their Facebook page. They are going to be hosting Erica Swiler. I think is it the 19th? I don't know if Janet's still here. I think it's the 19th. Go look at the Long Island Reads Facebook page. Erica Swiler will be there live, and you can watch her talk about her book. I interviewed her for the podcast, but please support Long Island Reads and check it out. She's just going to be doing a live like I'm doing, talking to people and taking questions. So you won't want to miss that. Just go to Long Island Reads Facebook page. And happy Easter to all of you. Thank you so much to all the Merrick patrons. You guys are amazing. We love you. Thank you for all of your support. Thanks to the board of directors, and thanks to our directors. Have a wonderful Easter. I hope you had a wonderful Passover. And I'm going to have another sip of my Dr. Pepper. And then I'm going to go have some shrimp, I think, because shrimp, it's Friday. All right, guys, I love you. Stay well, stay safe, stay healthy, and thank you for joining me. See you soon. Let's hope we do it next week. We'll see. Okay, let me know. Okay, bye. April 10th. Oh, it's April 10th. If you're still here, Long Island Reads on April 10th. Go to the Long Island Reads Facebook page, and you will be able to see. Oh, is it April 10th? I guess it's a Friday. Okay. Wait, hold on. April 19th. Okay, it's April 19th. No, it's not my glasses. You can see in the text that has nothing to do with me. Okay. Salute, Chinzan, and don't miss Erica Swiler. Check out the Long Island Reads page. Keep looking at the Merrick Library Facebook page. We have an amazing page. All the latest and the greatest there. Lots of good stuff. Reading, the children's book reading at night and in the morning, and Play Hooray, and all kinds of really good stuff. April 19th for Erica Swiler, and keep your eyes on the Merrick Library Facebook page. All right, now I am going to go for sure. thank all of you for being here. I appreciate it. Happy Easter, and I'll see you soon. Okay? Take care. Bye.